What if I told you that I've just discovered the existence of a crowdfunding scam that has more celebrities attached than any collaborative superhero movie you've ever seen? And everyone seems to have forgotten that this thing ever happened, even though for the time it was all over the news, it was a big deal for internet forums across the web, and it was a project that over 57,000 people from around the world contributed to. How much exactly? Well, no one besides the campaign owner knows that figure exactly. However, from my observations, it looks to be about $1 million. And what's worse, it was all going to go to charity. But obviously, none of it went to charity. How are people not talking about this? Seriously, there is just so much to cover with this. So, let's go back to the beginning. Straight after a quick word from this video's sponsor, HelloFresh. No more staring blankly at your fridge wondering what to make for dinner, because now you get to make delicious food with zero hassle from HelloFresh's biggest menu yet. With 45 plus recipes and even more market items that support your lifestyle. Plus, when you sign up for HelloFresh, you get free desserts for life. Seriously? Free desserts for life? Correct, sir, correct. It's all there, black and white, clear as crystal. You get free desserts, you win. Good day, sir. Make those restaurant quality meals yourself at home and get those free sweet treats for as long as you have the subscription. Plus, not only are you eating better by using America's #1 meal kit with fresh ingredients and chef-crafted recipes delivered directly to your door, but you're saving money too by using my link down below. You can get those free desserts for life. Again, whilst your subscription is active, of course, when you use code SLOPES16FM. I've used these guys in the past myself, and you can bet your bottom dollar I will be doing that exact same thing again, as they really are quite tasty. It's like owning your own chocolate factory, but instead of chocolate, it's healthy food or something. I don't know, maybe that wasn't the best way to promote this. Either way, you know it's the healthier option. Nobody talks about Charlie's short-lived life after the movie, do they? No way is that kid going to be surviving for very long with nothing but endless chocolate being produced in his newly acquired living room. What he should have done is scan the QR code on the screen or go to the link in the description and use code SLOPES16FM. You know it makes sense, Charlie. Anyway, let's get back to the video and let's go back to the beginning. Back to 2001, where Nurvan Mullik, an animation student at Cal Arts, started to raise funds to create an animated movie. A 1 second long animated movie. What? Now, for anyone out there who isn't into the creation of traditional animation, 1 second's worth of animation was traditionally created using 24 frames of drawings. However, as the art form grew, shooting on doubles became more common, and therefore this was going to be a 1 second animated movie made from 12 giant paintings shown twice. Whatever, the important thing to take from this video is what would come after that half a second, 1 second movie, the credits. You see, alongside those credits, similar to all of your favourite comedy movies, was going to be an hour-long documentary that showcased the making and, more specifically, the funding of this 1 second movie. And that's where you come in. For as little as $1, you can get your name attached to the credits of this movie. Now, this concept really isn't that big of a deal these days. In fact, it's super common. However, back then it was indeed a very new concept, and it was such a new concept that Nurvan managed to get hold of a hell of a lot of people who wouldn't normally back something like this, such as Kiefer Sutherland, Tom Green, Andy Dick, Ed Begley Jr., Tom Arnold, Mark Ruffalo, Seth Green, Michael Cera, yep, Zoe Bell, all of these names, plus many, many more, were attached to this project, simply because they donated anything between $1 and $600.23, which, in case you were wondering, was the amount given by Kiefer Sutherland,
Steve Buscemi,
Woody Harrelson,
John Leguizamo, BJ Novak,
Odenkirk and John C. Reilly. entirely. Now I know what you're thinking, why would Hollywood's A-listers, B-listers, whatever, be a part of this? Well, the answer is simple. Why wouldn't they do this? Again, this was before sites like Kickstarter and Indiegogo, before dropping $1 to simply get your name attached to movie credits or book credits or whatever was as widespread as it is now. And after seeing the few clips that still exist of these celebrities handing over $1 to $10 each to help get this film funded, it looks like he literally just ran into any bar or restaurant he could find that had a celebrity in it and then badgered them to help make his Cal Arts passion project, again for as little as $1. And the more he did this, the easier it became. He could use the big Hollywood names he already had to entice other big Hollywood names that were obviously going to invest. It was only going to cost them £1.
Hey, famous actor dude, love your work. I just wanted to quickly ask and see if you would be interested in helping fund a new Cal Arts animated movie.
No, thank you.
Ah, come on, it's only $1.
No, seriously, no, thank you.
Are you sure? Seth Green is involved, and Christina Ricci, Kevin Bacon, Pierce Brosnan, Jonah Hill, Steve Coogan, the unknown...
Wait. And you said it's only going to cost me $1?
Yes.
Okay then.
Simple as that. Virtually every single name I just rattled off gave $10, $20 at most, which is obviously chump change for multi-millionaire Hollywood actors. And look, before we get into the nitty gritty of this Kick Scammer episode, let's, put our hands together for Nerva, because this is genius. And what's better is if you go to his website, you can actually see how he met them. Pauly Shore was at the 2005 Cannes Film Festival, which he snuck into, along with Kevin Bacon, Steve Colbert and Steve Coogan, among many others. Michael Cera and Rick Fox were caught coming out of a coffee shop. Atom Egoyan was seen outside of a movie theatre. Tyson Beckford was at Naomi Campbell's birthday party, which, again, they sneaked into. Alfonso Ribeiro was nabbed after sneaking into Kathy Griffin's Christmas party. Christina Ricci and Adam Goldberg got stopped simply just walking down the street. Tony Kanal was found outside of a No Doubt album launch party. Heck, you can even see the clipboard and tin they used to collect the money and names. Michael Gondry looked thrilled to be donating after they asked him to become a producer at his own book signing. And on Todd Ullman's page, he bragged about getting asked to leave the Sundance press office by security after collecting $10 from Pierce Brosnan. And this is just the tip of the iceberg, guys. Seriously, it becomes quite addictive looking back through the old website and working out how they sneaked into certain parties and envisioning these filmmakers just begging the rich and famous to get their names attached to this project. And obviously, if we're going to get real, it wasn't for the money. You see, the genius actually lies in just, like I said, just getting the names attached to this project. You see, the 1 second film was officially listed on IMDb, and now all of these names are also on that IMDb page. And if you wanted to be part of this movie, along with all of these actors on that IMDb page, again, all you got to do is pledge $1. As you can imagine, thousands upon thousands of people did that exact thing, with the IMDb listing getting well out of hand, and sadly for the campaign owner, eventually later on down the line getting all of the names removed, as they saw it as more of an art project rather than an actual movie. Regardless, before all of that happened, that was obviously benefit number one. Benefit number two would be to donate a penny more than your favourite actor, and then when the film comes out, you can not only get to look for your name in the credits like so many Kickstarters offer, but you get to see Hollywood's elite in there too, right alongside you. Imagine telling your friends that you helped fund a movie that had Kevin Bacon in it, and that you funded more than someone like Spike Jonze. Look, I don't know how to impress your friends. And finally, benefit number three is that all of the profits from this film were going to go to charity. The problem is that the movie never got released and therefore didn't make any profit. Again, nobody knows the exact figure raised here, but what we do know is that the 1 second portion of the 1 second film was done. Using CalArt's grant money and the first round of producer credits, they raised $3,000. This gave them enough money to invite hundreds of people together to create the 12 5-foot by 9-foot paintings, so that part of the film is done. According to their own website, they then continued to use the donation money to buy HD cameras, lenses, audio gear, lights, tripods, tapes and hard drives. Pair Networks, a web hosting company, then donated the equivalent of $33,000, although a lot of this may have just been down to their cost for creating and managing the website. And the same can be said for Apple, as they were the top donator at $50,000. Although the impression I get is that $25,000 of that $50,000 donation was actually donating the computers and the software used to make this movie, and the remaining amount was, like I say, a typical donation. You of course have the documentary itself, which is made up of over 400 hours worth of footage, although this was the part that never actually got finished. And of course, you've got roadtooprah.com. This is so bad. In Nervam's ultimate wisdom, he decided to buy an old school bus on eBay for $3,100. He then spent more of that money to pimp it up with pictures and names of celebrities holding the 1 second film flyer, including his nan, by the way, who dropped $888.88, with the end goal being to drive 10,000 miles to go and see Oprah, who will hopefully spread the word about the 1 second film. So with their new pimped out school bus in hand, they then spent more money to convert it to a biodiesel engine, filling up with bunk beds, and made their way to Chicago to go and meet Oprah. Unfortunately for them, on day one on Hollywood Boulevard, the bus caught fire. Thankfully, they were able to save the vehicle and carried on their journey, collecting $1 donations along the way to help fund this whole thing. And what happened once they had driven 10,000 miles to go and meet Oprah in Chicago? She wasn't in. Yep. Turns out Oprah was actually in Africa, dealing with a crisis situation at the Oprah Winfrey Leadership Academy. And because the bus was filled of tired volunteers who really needed to get back to their day jobs, they had no choice but to turn it around and drive back to Hollywood. Honestly, there's very little else to be said for this project. The money's gone. The 1 second movie part of the 1 second movie is finished, but they ran out of money during the editing phase of that movie documentary part that would play in the credits. It's gone. A data corruption apparently messed up the 1 second film website, making this an extremely difficult video to make as we went looking through the Wayback Machine to piece together what we could. The non-profit charity set up by Nervan for the creation of this 1 second film, registered with the IRS, was left dormant for 3 years in a row and was automatically struck off in 2011. Add that with the eventual Road to Oprah website going down too, and all we have left are tweets from Nervan in 2016 explaining that he's run out of money and he has gone off to do other things to make ends meet. And to be fair to him, some of those projects he worked on after this are quite exceptional. Thanks everyone who donated HD cameras, lenses, audio gear, lights, tripods, tapes, hard drives and $25,000 worth of Apple computers and editing software. You helped make Kane's Arcade go viral. A heartfelt short film about a kid who made an arcade out of cardboard boxes. Yes, it's really quite a nice, sweet story. Nervam is keeping busy and he's good at what he does. But what about this film? What about all of those businesses and charities that donated tens of thousands of dollars to your quote-unquote non-profit charity to get this film made, that once complete, all of the profits would go to charity? Nicely worded, by the way. Nervan, you have everything you need to finish this. You have the computers, you have the footage, you have the biggest movie star list in existence, you have the 1 second film. And sure, I understand that making big Hollywood-like documentaries is a lot harder than making YouTube videos in my game room, but correct me if I'm wrong, but all you gotta do here is finish the editing. Am I missing something? Sadly, I think we can all agree that now the buzz has worn off, this thing will just never be a success. It's taken way too long, and therefore now it's going to cost more money to finish it than it probably will ever make for charity. Still, Nervan, you made a commitment. You really should finish this thing. Either way, to that charity, Global Fund for Women, who were going to ultimately benefit from all of this, on behalf of the 57,000 celebrities, charities, struggling businesses, and of course, average Joes like you and me, I would just like to say, sorry. And guys, you know what's crazy? Go to Wikipedia and look up some of the people that I talk about in this video. Some of the celebrities, people like John C. Reilly and what have you, are still have pictures of them holding the 1 second movie flyer thing. This is so early internet that I'm pretty sure either Nervam or someone that helped him promote this used the pictures that were taken to, help promote this product, of all of these celebrities, and then use those in the Wikipedia articles. Not for every one of them, a lot of them have been updated since, but a crazy amount of them are still there. Just searching for them on Google Images still comes up with these people holding that, or at least a cropped version of that same picture. It's insane. It's insane. Anyway, I really enjoyed making this video. It was such a crazy rabbit hole to go down. Thank you to Andrew Dalton, who helped out with a little bit of the research on this one. Thank you very much, mate. But yeah, this is the part of the video I'd like to give a massive shout out to all of my Patreons and YouTube members. With an extra big shout out going to Boots and Pup, The Sneaky Ferret, Vitas Varnes, James, The Action Saxon, Roll VP, Jays Manchild, Clan Bob, Mike Fallon, Nicholas Burtner, Chev Matic, Jabba Al Aiden, Benjamin Guy, Richard Aldidic, Shadow Dragon, Dina, Yield Hamburglar, Jeff Mianowski, Bram Perez, Conrad Constantine, Andrew Dalton, thank you, Rego to Next Gen, aka Lou, Paul Float, Ryan Burford, Casey Samples, VPS Data, Sir Nilsson, Derek Huda, Akatimo84, John Rogers, Matt Jackson, Ian Quell, Arista, Dina81, Mind of the Unsane, and of course Vike Echo. Thank you all so much for your support. I really hope you enjoyed this video. I definitely really enjoyed looking into the history of this video. Got some crazy videos that I'm working on. Some good follow-up videos actually with Kickscammers. Some crazy things have happened to old campaigns that I talked about that are even, some of them are more bizarre than the original story. So these are a few things that I'm working on, and among many other gaming related things as well, with Worms, Complete History, and a few others. Until next time, guys, this is DJ Slope signing out, and hopefully I'll see you all next time. Bye bye.